Blue skies, sunshine out there. We've just got some great conditions, though if you don't like the heat, you're going to have some trouble here today. We've got wind and heat that's going to impact us as we head through the rest of the afternoon, and it could be downright dangerous for those of us who are sensitive to the heat. Make sure if you're going to be spending some time outside that you're hydrating, drinking plenty of water, and finding ways to stay in the shade and pop into some air conditioning from time to time to get cool. We're already at 90, in fact 93 degrees in Fargo right now. It's 90 in many locations, 90 in Wahpeton and Fergus Falls. Grand Forks is at 90, 91 in Gwinner and in Hallock, and everybody's at least in the mid 80s. So these temperatures have really risen quickly since this morning. And part of the reason for that is this strong wind out of the south, sending those temperatures soaring thanks to that hot air blasting in. We've got a 30-mile-per-hour gust in Fargo, in Grand Forks 36. Just to the west, we're looking at some 40-plus mile-per-hour gusts in Cooperstown and over in Langdon as well. And that's the area under the wind advisory that started up at the top of this hour and will continue until the 7 o'clock hour tonight. Now, not everybody's included in this, but we just saw that there's wind everywhere. We're dealing with it in every part of the valley here today. So just because you're not an advisory doesn't mean it's not going to be windy for you too here. Here's a look at your radar and satellite map. Most of us seeing clear skies. There are a few clouds rolling through the northern valley, and keeping an eye out in the Devil's Lake area. This is the location where we're more likely to see some storms popping up later today. And in fact, we are seeing a few areas where we've got some showers popping up just west of Rock Lake here. A couple of showers stretching down through Towner County there. Not super impressive. No lightning with them at the moment. They did produce some lightning near the Rolla area, but they've weakened a bit as they moved eastward. So just keep in mind that's an area we're watching here for this afternoon, but especially in for tonight. Now, looking at our radar and satellite map across the tri-state area, pretty quiet for now, but we will start to see those storms develop here later today. So here's a look at our hour-by-hour planner. Again, most areas hitting those 90s today, and I think we're underdoing it here, obviously, in our hour-by-hour planner. We're just a degree off of this 94 here, so I think we're going to get more into the mid, maybe even some upper 90s in places like Fargo, where we've warmed up so much already. And that wind's still going to blast in out of the south. This is looking quiet now. You can see even up around Devil's Lake, it's quiet around the 5 o'clock hour. But we'll see some of those showers and thunder showers developing again later on tonight. And some of these could be strong. We're talking hail, we're talking wind, and damaging hail and damaging wind gusts possible. So that bears watching for us this evening. But there'll be some storms that likely develop in central North Dakota late tonight. And those will be moving through some of those same areas into tomorrow morning. This is 3 a.m. and you can see some of those storms rolling through. And we can't rule out these becoming severe. And again, wind and hail will be our main factors with these. And so for that reason, make sure it's happening in the middle of the night. Make sure you have the Valley News Live weather app uploaded and also updated so that you can get the latest alerts while you're sleeping here as far as severe thunderstorms are concerned. You can see we're in a slight risk in yellow here in the Devil's Lake area, much of our northwestern viewing area. That's where the threat is greatest. Here in the Red River Valley, it's even greater over in Bismarck for that severe weather. A quick look at tomorrow. I don't want to pass up tomorrow because we have some strong storms on the way tomorrow. We're going to have heat and sunshine in the south, and then storms developing basically out to the north and west and in the central part of the valley. And some of these could be strong to severe in the afternoon and evening hours. And those are going to roll eastward into the nighttime hours Saturday night. So that's another round to watch out for. Anywhere in that dark green, one or two of these storms could turn severe again. So definitely a weekend to stay weather aware. And behind this system, we are talking temperatures that are going to be much cooler, some 60s and 70s ahead for next week. So a lot to talk about today is definitely the heat. That's the focus.
And definitely get that STORMTEAM app. So if you're headed to the lake, you know if a storm's coming your way.
Right. Critical on those weekends when you're not at home.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.